Welcome back to another video. This video I'll be doing an analysis on my support role Pikachu. I'll be going bottom lane to help out my Gibble. At first I go top lane and then realize Eldegross is going top. So I switch roles and went bottom instead. Eldegross is much better at supporting than Pikachu ever will be, but because he's going top, I will then go bottom instead. I will not be taking any farm from my jungler and Gibble because I want my Gibble snowballing. I will be competing for the middle wild Pokemon, which will be competing with the opposing team. Luckily, there's no one there to compete with me, so I ended up taking all the experience and getting an Electro Web out of it. Electro Web is great to initiate with because it stuns them and puts them in place where Gibble can attack them a few times and gain some stacks, and which will greatly increase his DPS. So as you can see here, I stunned a Bulbasaur, allowing him to take a lot of damage. Gibble ended up getting 2 kills, which will also allow him to snowball. He is getting close to level 5, and after that he does get to level 5 when he scores a goal. I should not have thundered there because I took some potential farm from him. Instead, I should have just weakened the mob for him and for him to finish off. I decided to stay behind so that I can harass Gibble some more because I know that I will be able to kite Gibble all day long. So I'm harassing them while protecting the base, and Gibble, my teammate Gibble, is taking some farm from the wild Pokemon instead of going in with the team fight, which is great. He should, because he's getting really close to level 6. Once he hits level 6, he'll become Gabite, and it would be a tremendous advantage for our side of the field. I'm harassing Bulbasaur despite the fact that he's healing. It doesn't really matter because I have range, and on top of that, every time he steps out of the base, he doesn't heal, and I stun him for to hit him with another Thunder. Okay. Always make sure you try to stay in your base as much as you can while running around in circles, so that this way you waste your opponent's time and resources. Despite the fact that you may die, you still end up wasting their time in hopes that your teammate may come in time to help you out. So I noticed that their opposing Greninja is level 6, pretty farmed, but not as farmed as our Gabite at the moment. I stay and not pursue Greninja only because I want to get Thunderbolt as fast as possible. So they destroy the base. I've done my role. I use Thunderbolt on the mob, but I don't kill them because I want my Gabite to take that farm instead. I steal this farm from Bulbasaur, and I'm running around in their side of the jungle hoping to take away more experience from them, because once I take it away, it takes a while for them to respawn back. So it severely hinders both Bulbasaur and Gibble than they already are. So this Pikachu here doesn't notice that I rotated top for some reason, doesn't go back to his base. I could have scored a kill, but he just didn't run back instead. And that Crustle ended up potentially harming his Pikachu more than anything because he ended up trapping his Pikachu. He approaches me trying to initiate team fight, but fails to do so because I am 1 ranged, and 2 he's low, and 3 he is melee. Okay, he ended up trapping his teammate once again. I sidestepped this Razor Leaf, and I end up scoring a kill on an Ivysaur. So my main focus there was just basically to peel him away from Rotom so that both my Absol and Eldegross was able to score a kill on Rotom. The Rotom eventually touching the base of the opposing team, allowing us to pretty much instantly dump points or score points. I'm waiting for my ult to come because I'm about to hit level 9. Comes just on time. I use my ult to get a double kill and basically score 36 points on the spot over here. So I'm going back to farming, but I see Pikachu coming. I harass him some. I'm getting some hits in while trying to last hit for that farm. He runs back, noticing that there's a bunch of us by the space. So I last hit to get that farm. I'm looking at bot lane over here at the same time. Gabite is chasing Garchomp. I don't think he should be doing that because he wants to fight as a team until he gets Garchomp and his ult. So he's closing into level 10. He gets level 10. I'm looking at the map. I'm basically teasing both Ivysaur and Crustle here so that this way Garchomp can jump in and initiate a team fight on them. And I'm here supporting once again, despite the fact that I've changed my role from support to core now. And it's very hard to predict. You'll notice I missed my Thunderbolts and Thunders only because Garchomp is using Dragon Rush and Dig. Not worth the trade for us here. We got 3 kills, Greninja, but it fed Greninja double kill, plus he was able to score 47 points on our base, which ended up breaking it. Definitely not worth it. One thing that I also made a mistake on is probably that I should have watched out for his Dragon Rush and Dig, only because this way I would be able to predict where he's going a lot more easily. So Rotom's about to spawn in a few seconds, and I go up just so that we can score a kill on Rotom. And I notice that there are 3 of them there already. Luckily and unluckily, basically initiates a team fight. I wait for my Thunderbolt and Thunder to go off cooldown before I snipe the kill. That Rotom is distracting them while two of these guys are chasing me. I don't know why Gabite was chasing me. There's no reason for him to. I ended up scoring a kill. It was not worth it for him. That Crustle is now just slowly running back, and he realizes what's going on. His teammate has all died from that Rotom alone. Now he's trying to go back to defend. Good decision by the Crustle over here. We're trying to score some kills and basically advance our way into scoring. Pikachu used his ult, I believe, already, and then that's when I initiated just so that the Absol can score a kill. I'm harassing the Crustle here, but this is my big mistake. I should not have done that. I should have paid attention to the map and rotated bottom lane, because there's no reason for me to harass the Crustle when we're doing so little damage, when he's just staying on his base, wasting our time and resources. I'm about to die. I know that if they were to chase me down, I would not live, so I used my ult in hopes that I would score a kill on Pikachu, in which I did. So you'll notice that Garchomp and Venusaur are now going to bot lane. They won the team fight and they're trying to score on our base. Luckily, they weren't able to score anything, but still, it's a team fight that we could have potentially won if I rotated bottom, if I was more aware of my map. One thing that you should also, both beginners, amateurs, pros, doesn't matter. You always want to be paying attention to your map, especially if you're just running around like this mindlessly and you have the time to look at your map. Always do look at your map, especially when I was just harassing the Crustle. There was nothing really happening. So that was a time where I should have looked at the map and rotated bottom instead. I'm hoping to score another kill on Rotom so that this way it will put a lot of pressure on them, especially when Zapdos spawns. But Pikachu probably won't be able to take down Rotom in time. I probably should have attempted to start attacking Rotom already at the 2 minutes 8 second mark, but I was too busy with the Crawdon and hoping that I would get a little bit more farm. I see them running towards the center, so I was like, okay, it's good. I need to help them out, because if they commit to it, I have to help them out. Otherwise, we might potentially lose Zapdos, because it's very risky already to begin with. Crustle and Garchomp on the opposing team doing the right thing while we're distracted, since they can't make it back to Zapdos in time anyways. They may as well score double worth the points on our base. I wait for my respawn time. I'm looking around on the map to see what they're doing, and Gardevoir ends up scoring 100, so that's great. I'm launching, and basically I'm going bottom to help out, but this is my mistake here. I noticed that Crustle was missing, and I couldn't find out where Crustle was because I didn't pay attention to my map. But Crustle is just slowly farming from our jungle so that this way he can score some more points. I used my ult. I figured, okay, I used my ult. I may as well just keep running to the base so that this way I can waste their time and hope for a score. But Greninja, being smart, comes in and stops me. And at this point, I'm going to die. I did not realize that I was going to be respawning in 20 plus seconds, but it actually played to my advantage, because by the time I respawn, I'll be able to defend my base. Three of them are running bot right now, trying to go over to our side to score more points on our base. And I look at my respawn time. There's no way that my teammates will respond in time for them to defend, so I have to stay behind. I wait for them to come in, wait for them to start their scoring animation, and then I would stop them with a thunderbolt, right? Just basically constantly attacking them and harassing them as much as I can to basically prevent them from scoring. Luckily, we won by 27 points, just barely a margin. GG's. Well played by both team. I would say the MVP from the other team are Crustle and Greninja, while as Garchomp on our side snowballed well, but unfortunately eventually started losing out on what he should have been doing, which are the objectives of taking down Dreadnought and Rotoms. But luckily, we were able to score a kill on Zapdos, which kind of changed things around. Thanks for watching.